With the release of It Chapter 2 over this past weekend, fans are finally able to witness the end of It, and a lot of big things that many were looking forward to getting realized on the big screen. But the filmmakers did take certain liberties when adapting the storyline and different characters and the overall Stephen King mythology. One of those big liberties was the infamous Ritual of Chud. So with this video, we're going to be talking about the differences between the Ritual of Chud in the book versus the new movies. The ritual, should it be successful, requires that individuals initiated against it will be able to defeat him once and for all. In the book, while the main characters are still kids during 1958, Bill stares into its deadlights and is physically transported across the cosmos to the macroverse. Think that scene from Doctor Strange after the Ancient One opened up his third eye. His consciousness flies by a giant cosmic turtle named Maturin, who was responsible for the birth of the known universe and is its immortal enemy. Using advice Maturin gives him about the Ritual of Chud, Bill is able to unofficially start a ritual against it. Bill then uses his mind to bite into Pennywise's mind's tongue and holds on while trying to make him laugh. During this giant battle of wills, he stops it from carrying his consciousness beyond the realm of our universe and into its deadlights. Bill then is able to focus on positivity and good things, which results in Pennywise being hurt, thus he retreats to hibernate and heal early. In the later act of the novel, taking place in 1985, Bill isn't strong enough to complete the Ritual of Chud, so Richie looks into the deadlights in order to physically battle it instead. Richie discovers its source from the macroverse and is able to weaken it enough for the losers to physically beat it some more, then rip out its heart, physically and symbolically killing it once and for all. But in the current movie canon, the Ritual of Chud isn't even mentioned in Part 1, but is formally introduced in Chapter 2. Reinvented as a piece of Native American mythology, Mike discovers the ritual when he visits a native tribe outside of Derry that had a previous encounter with it before he took on the role of Pennywise. Using the Maturin root, which is an obvious nod to the turtle in the book, Mike is able to enlighten himself and experience visions of the Ritual of Chud. From here, the rest of the plot of Chapter 2 kicks off as the characters need to find their totems of their forgotten memories of Derry for a sacrificial aspect of the ritual. Instead of destroying its manifestation in the real world, it appears that the movie version of the Ritual of Chud instead traps it within an ancient receptacle. While the natives attempted this ritual on it, the ritual was revealed to not actually work and the natives were killed. Mike doesn't tell this detail though to the other losers, hoping their shared belief will empower the ritual and make it work this time around. But things don't really work out again, and the losers have to confront Pennywise in another method, utilizing their shared belief that Pennywise isn't anything scary to them. Overall, the Ritual of Chud was seemingly limited in these movies because the director wanted the movies to be more grounded and not really explore things like the cosmic, psychedelic, and metaphysical planes of existence, which was part of the Stephen King novel. The director also thought that the book's version of the ritual with making people laugh didn't really make too much sense for the movie that they're telling. Producer Barbara Muschetti teased a longer version of the ritual that will probably end up on the director or extended cut for the home release. She said, quote, "We showed more. This is like a reduced Ritual of Chud." So what are your guys' thoughts on this? Did you like the way the ritual played out in the movie, or did you prefer the novel version where things got more cosmic? It certainly is kind of a shame they didn't really explore too much of the cosmic elements of the macroverse and just the general nature of it, or even the turtle Maturin in this second chapter. But like I said, drop your thoughts down below, and for all things Stephen King in pop culture, be sure to subscribe to HN Entertainment.